This is the typical expenses that you will incur when you private label. First thing first, there's this product cost. This kind of cost, you need to actually get it from your supplier itself. So number two, you need to actually put a logo on the product itself. So normally there'll be two-color logo. That'll be good enough. And you can actually get this cost from your supplier on Alibaba or 1688 in our context. Number three, you have to actually make sure that the packaging cost is correct. So normally packaging cost, right, costs around like $1 to about $2 max per unit. Why is it so expensive, right? Is that because some of the packaging costs will cost a bit more because you want to have gold foil kind of wording, you want to have matte black, those kind of like very high class kind of design. So packaging costs will need to be calculated also. Next will be any miscellaneous costs. For example, if you want to actually get the supplier to paste the FNSKU label, the carton label, print insert cards for you. And let's say, for example, you want to actually modify your product. Let's say, for example, your coffee press, you want to have 10 handles, right, instead of one. Sure, it actually adds into the expenses itself. Prepping costs, you do not want the supplier to paste the FNSKU label for you, and you do not want them to paste the carton label for you. Maybe because they do not know how to do that, then you have to get somebody in the US to actually do that for you. So it will actually incur some kind of prepping costs. So normally it's about $1 to $1.50 per unit for prepping costs. But the thing is that if you can get your supplier to do it for you, normally it's free. So next will be the freight costs from China to US, how much it takes to actually ship the product from China to US itself using N or using C. Customs, duties and tax, this is actually incurred. It depends on HS code of your product itself. Some product will actually cost more to import into US. So next will be the trucking costs. Normally, this will be added into the freight cost from China to US itself. But sometimes in certain kind of situation, you need to pay more for your trucking costs. So that means you will be paying for the trucks to actually deliver the products from the port to the Amazon fulfillment centers. So let's say, for example, you are shipping from US, you are getting a USA supplier itself, then you'll pay the inbound shipping costs. So do take note, it's either you pay this or you pay this. So you have paid for this already, then there's no need for you to actually pay additional money already because you are getting the help of USPS, FedEx to actually send your products from a USA location to fulfillment centers. But from China to US, right, you have to actually pay the freight forwarders to do that for you because they will handle all the duties and fees for us or the miscellaneous costs, okay? And once your product reach FBA, right, and your product is being sold, there's two things that you need to take note. Amazon will take a 15% referral fee itself, and they will take away the Amazon FBA fee from the selling price. So if your product is large and heavy, the FBA fee will be very, very expensive. So this is something for you guys to take note. And let's say, for example, you want to actually send to somebody in the US, maybe an influencer or your friend in the US, then you will need to pay for this, right? So it's either you pay for this is when your customer buy from you, or you're using the FBA service to actually manually send a product over to your influencer or your friend, and you only pay for multi-channel fulfillment services, which is a pretty decent kind of cost. Outside of holidays, right? If you do this during Christmas or year-end season, it's going to cost you a bomb. So yeah, these are some of the expenses to take note. And well, anything after that is your profits. I think I'll cover this in detail, or rather how to actually calculate this called profit in the near future, right? Stay tuned for another video itself. Cheers.